update on where things stand in Jefferson Parish. Let's listen in live.
192 of 194 pumps in operation. So certainly, it's just like every storm. It's a matter of how long it hovers over you. Can you keep up the pumping capacity? I don't know the last reports, but I think I heard, a little. Maybe we got 8 inches. I'm not sure. That's what my team seemed to tell me. So that's more than we expected. But it's just if it can move fast, that's better for us. If it hovers over us, then it's like a time game that we play. Our pumping capacity versus how much rain that's still coming down onto the streets.
And any reports of any water rescues or anything like that?
There was a report of one vehicle that people were stuck in a car. They were out by the time first responders got there. There were some other people stuck in cars in high water. Nothing that I'm told deadly or anything, just people in high water, but nothing extremely dangerous.
Was that over here in Metairie?
That was a report in Metairie, yes. But by the time, the way I got it is by the time first responders got there, the person was already out of the car.
President, we're live right now. If you could just briefly summarize what you said at the top about this particular canal.
Right. This particular canal has been on the top of my mind all day, like the Kennedy Canal, because the canal levels were extremely high earlier today, and it kept raining. So the real danger, it's an inconvenience for us to be in the flooded it takes a longer time to get whole, but the real danger is this canal because the vehicles travel right next to the canal, and if the canal overtops and the streets are flooded, on the surface it looks just like straight water. You lose your visual of where the road ends and the canal begins. And if the streets are flooded, it does not, I've been in it myself, it doesn't take a lot of water to have you lose control of your car and for your car to kind of float. So a potential floating car next to an open body of water is a deadly situation. So that's why I initially, have been looking at this canal, spending most of my day around here. We have our public works teams looking at the height of all canals, but this canal especially, I was on the phone with Sheriff Lapinto earlier, asked him to send resources out, and I've seen JPSO driving up and down West Esplanade. So we're ready to, put barricades up and put police up and close if we have to, because that's a deadly situation. That's much more than an inconvenient situation, that's a deadly situation. And so that's why I've been kind of hanging around this area.
And then any concerns with school letting out that might be flooded roads?
Some schools, we're told that later on today it'll be fine. So it's just we're trying to beat time. We know that parents having to pick up kids from school. I'm sure the schools are going to work with them. Nobody's going to close doors and leave kids, overnight by themselves. So I think, the children are safe. Again, if you have a low car to the ground and you need to wait it out a little bit, I'm sure it'll be fine. I think schools will be making some announcements about that, but we're just trying to get a period of time where there's no rain and we can catch up. But, a lot of vehicles on the cars being stalled is not what we want, right? So fortunately, I think it's not raining as much now. The worst is going to be behind us on the East Bank, and we'll be okay for the rest of the day, hopefully, if the way the forecasts come in, prove true. But yes, just it's critical that if you don't think you can make it, it's better to pull off to the side and wait or go in another direction. Just find another way to do what you have to do this afternoon. If in doubt, don't. Okay? That's if you have a low car, if in doubt, don't. So. All right.